What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my World Cup series. This is episode number 33, and we start today's episode with a quick review of the group table. We won our first two games thanks to two quits by my opponents in the first half an hour, and we get ourselves into our third group stage game. We knew for a fact that all we needed was 1 point in this last game to qualify for the knockout stages, but we came against this really awesome side, 86 rated, Hart in goal, back four of Alba, Company, Chiellini and Walker, midfield trio of course Zola, Ozil and also Götze, and the front three was Navas, Van Persie and Hazard as well. So really awesome 4-3-300 chemistry side to start the game off with, to come up against for the first game, and I was really fearing the worst. However, the first chance would fall to us directly from kickoff. We win the ball, Ruiz body feints around his man and strikes it, but it's a really good stop by the goalkeeper Joe Hart and put behind for a corner. So a good encouraging start against a very good side, and the following chance would once again fall to us in the 18th minute. Herrera finds Giovanni Dos Santos, lovely little fake shot here, plays it through towards the run of Herrera, good chance to make it 1-0, but unfortunately Hart makes the save, but Dos Santos gets to the rebound and turns it in. So thankfully for us, we do take the lead. We only needed a point in this game to secure a place into the knockout stages, but at least we were going in front and giving ourselves a real confidence boost. However, we would go ahead and concede a penalty in the 33rd minute, and yes, I have no doubt in my mind this was a penalty. Van Persie gets tripped up, and it is a definite penalty to my opponent. It was just really frustrating because there was a bit of lag, and I was trying to button tap with a circle to pull the shirt and hopefully try and gain some momentum, and instead I lunged in a bit too prematurely with Jeff Cameron, and the referee gives a penalty. So penalty to my opponent, and a really good chance for him to take the lead, take the equalising goal in the 33rd minute from the spot. It is the Dutch striker Robin Van Persie against the Costa Rican goalkeeper Keylor Navas, and unfortunately he gets the goal as he puts it down the middle and I dive to Navas's right. So 1-1, and my opponent is back on level terms. Directly from kickoff we try to get ourselves back in front. A couple of nice skill moves by Dos Santos to beat two defenders and shoot, but good save by Joe Hart, turns it behind for a corner, and it is still one apiece. And from that corner it's Donovan who crosses the ball in towards the centre. It's headed away, but unfortunately for my opponent it comes to Medina who strikes it, but it's a comfortable save for Joe Hart, and it is still one apiece. And on the stroke of half time here you see the ball get played over the top towards Jesus Navas. I cut it out just about, and as Medina finds Clint Dempsey, plays a quick 1-2 with Landon Donovan down the left hand side. A great chance here as he takes on Kyle Walker, beats him just about, got a bit lucky there, then a nice little heel to heel flick, then a nice little Berber spin to get inside, but the shot is blocked by Chiellini, only as far as Herrera though, who recovers the situation and crosses the ball in, but Dempsey's header goes straight into the gloves of Hart, and it is a simple save. As he throws the ball out, Medina gets onto the ball, gives it to Castillo, and I start to let fly with our left back. It takes a deflection and it goes just over the bar and out for another corner, and from that corner it is I think it was Clint Dempsey or possibly Landon Donovan who takes the corner. Crosses the ball in towards Ruiz, but the header is simply saved by Joe Hart, and it's still 1-1. So really, despite the fact we were on level terms, I felt as though I was playing better, and in the 58th minute Dos Santos flicks this long ball on towards Landon Donovan. Donovan plays it back in towards Dos Santos, who strikes it, but it goes just wide of the post and out for a goal kick. So still 1-1, but again the following chance would fall to me, and I really did feel like I was on top, and it would just be a matter of time before I finally broke the resistance and would get the second goal. And as Dempsey gets on the ball here, he plays it through towards Dos Santos. He tries to loop it over Joe Hart, but again the English goalkeeper makes a really good save and keeps it at 1-1. And another chance for me in the 66th minute. Brian Ruiz gets onto the ball and shoots from just outside the area, and it goes agonisingly wide of the post, just wide of that bottom corner, and it is still 1-1. But in the 69th minute, well, unfortunately, I've said it over the past two episodes, I'll say it again, if you're not clinical you will get punished, and unfortunately I did there. Despite the fact I was playing better, I gave the ball away, my opponent goes through and scores to put himself in the lead, and it was really frustrating because I played so much better, but unfortunately I just didn't take my chances. But in the 80th minute, another great chance. Donovan gets played forward, but again Joe Hart makes a brilliant save. Why couldn't he do this for me? He makes a brilliant save, and it's still 2-1. From the corner it's crossed in, it's punched away by Hart, only as far as Landon Donovan again, who once again crosses the ball in towards Dempsey at the far post, and it goes just wide of the post via deflection and out for another corner. We kept the pressure on. Donovan swings in the corner towards Ayala and Brooks, and again the header is brilliantly saved by Joe Hart and is cleared away, and we just couldn't find the equalising goal, and I was unbelievably frustrated in this game. But in the 87th minute we crossed the ball in with Donovan towards Ayala, and again Joe Hart pulls off an amazing save. However, it falls to Ayala. We cross the ball to the far post, and Ruiz finally puts the ball in, and finally Joe Hart is beaten for the second time in the game. We get the equalising goal with just a couple of minutes to go, and that was how the game would finish. So a 2-2 draw, and I have to say, if I didn't get a draw in this game, I would have just been furious, absolutely livid, because I played so much better. I had 19 shots and 14 on target compared to my opponents. I think he had, what was it, 5 shots and only 3 on target. Yet we drew the game 2-2. I felt as though I deserved to win this game massively. Instead, we had to settle for the draw, but we still made it through, and that's the main thing. A loss would have still put us through, but I still would have been annoyed had I lost that game, because I didn't deserve to lose. I deserved to get the win, but I'll settle for the draw. At least it's not a loss, and there you go. We are through to the knockout stages, but after that we had to apply some contracts to our team before getting ourselves into the knockout stages, into the round of 16. Of course, in our first attempt, which was our last attempt with the CONCACAF side, we did reach the round of 16 before getting knocked out by 2-0, I think it was. So we're hoping to do a little bit better here, and as we come against this side with the Spanish flag and the French home kit, he's got a 4-1-2-1-2, 84 rated, 100 chemistry side. Courtois in goal, back four of Contral, Company, Chiellini and Johnson. The CDM is Koke, Hazard is left mid, Nani is on the right, Valbuena is the playmaker, and it's a strike partnership of Karim Benzema and Mario Balotelli. So once again, a really good side my opponent had, and it will be a very difficult game for us if we wanted to qualify for the quarterfinals. However, the first chance of the game would fall to us as we play out from the back. We play the ball forward towards Dos Santos here, and despite Company out muscling him, he ends up giving the ball away very cheaply. As it comes to Medina, we play a quick through ball into Donovan, who's played onside, and he puts the ball into the back of the net. So 12 minutes in, and we open the score in here and give us a 1-goal lead. So very pleased with that. I didn't expect to take the lead so early on in this game. However, in the 18th minute here, I give the ball away. It comes to Benzema. Benzema gets onto the ball and wins a penalty off Jeff Cameron. So for the second time, we give away a penalty with Jeff Cameron there, and again, I just can't have any complaints about it. It is a definite spot kick, and it's a penalty to my opponent. As you'll see on the replay, I did unfortunately prematurely lunge in there, trying to make the tackle on Benzema, and as he Ronaldo shot past me, he won the penalty very nicely. So penalty to my opponent. This time, could I be the hero with Navas and make the save, or would Balotelli manage to find the back of the net, just like Van Persie did in the last game? Well, it's Balotelli against Navas, and he misses. He hits the post, but Hazard follows in and makes it 1 apiece, so that's just really frustrating. I was just sitting there thinking, oh, for goodness sake, for the first time in a long time, my opponent fails to score one of his penalties, but as it hits the post, it rolls across the goal line, and Hazard drills it in to make it 1 apiece. So 1-1 here, and in the 33rd minute, my opponent launches a ball forward, and it's a fantastic first touch by Mario Balotelli. He chips it through to Karim Benzema, and he drills it into the bottom corner, so my opponent completes the turnaround, and from 1-0 down, he's now in front by 2-1. So Benzema gets the goal, and it was just really frustrating. It was a great ball forward, a great touch by Balotelli, great chip inside, and a great finish by Benzema. Just a great goal all round, and it's 2-1 here, and directly from kickoff we tried to respond. Dos Santos tries to take on Valbuena, but I end up giving the ball away here as Company makes the challenge. However, as I switch to attacking, my opponent ends up getting tackled with, it doesn't get tackled, sorry, he gives the ball away with Benzema, and it comes to Medina. Medina tries to play the ball forward towards Landon Donovan, he succeeds in doing so. Donovan offloads it out wide towards the runner Clint Dempsey. Dempsey gets past his man with the fake shot and blasts the ball into the top corner. So we're not behind for long, we're back on level terms. It is Clint Dempsey, the American, who gets the goal, and it is 2-2 here. And directly from conceding, we are now back on level terms, which is nice to see. So 2-2, and just before half time, we had another chance here as Dempsey gets onto the ball, and we go on the break. He beats Glenn Johnson through the centre here. He's tugging his shirt, but I play a great through ball into Landon Donovan, who shoots, but I messed up the finish. What a chance that was, but I put the ball wide and out for a goal kick. So what a big miss by me, and it is still 2-2. And in the 50th minute, Giovanni Dos Santos plays the ball out wide towards Brian Ruiz. Ruiz plays a quick through ball into the centre. Donovan beats Courtois to the ball and puts it into the back of the net. So we're 3-2 up, and we're back in front in this game. So 3-2, Donovan with the goal, and I'm very pleased to be back in front. However, in the 63rd minute, my opponent goes down the right hand side with Glenn Johnson, finds Luis Nani, takes it around Castillo, swings it across, and it is Benzema at the far post who heads it in and makes it 3-3. So Benzema with that far post cross, Nani with the far post cross, and Benzema with the header to make it 3-3, and my opponent's back on level terms. And in the 78th minute, my opponent started to grow in confidence, finds Hazard down the left hand side. He's got the pace to beat Jeff Cameron, swings in another far post cross, And, well, unfortunately, when your luck is out, it really is out. It's turned in at the far post by Mario Balotelli, and just watch this on the replay. It hits the post, and then it hits Navas on the back and crosses the line. So that is just so frustrating. There's literally nothing I can do about that. It's just, I'm sitting there and I'm just thinking, well, I can't complain, because then people will complain that I'm complaining. But it's really frustrating to see that happen. It hits the post, it hits my goalkeeper on the back, and then goes into the open goal. So it's 4-3, and my opponent retakes the lead. And in the 81st minute, he had a free kick. He crossed the ball in with the Belgian Hazard, and he picks out his Belgian teammate Company, who heads it in and makes it 5-3. So my opponent is through to the quarterfinals. I am out in the round of 16 for the second time in a row. It is real frustration, because I don't really feel as though I played too badly. Yes, I didn't play brilliantly, but I don't feel I played too badly, and I was just really disappointed at the manner of some of the goals I conceded. But that's football, and as always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of my World Cup series very soon.